All right. So the next story up in second string, if you didn't already know or didn't already suspect, of course, Echo
Of
devices
course.
are listening. And not only are they listening, they are actually listening to the commands that you give them in order to collect more data to actually sell you stuff. This report that I'm reading concludes that Amazon and third parties, including advertising and tracking services, collect data from your interactions with Alexa through Echo smart speakers and share it with as many as 41 advertising partners. That data
Yikes.
is then used to infer user interests and serve targeted ads on platform as well as off platform. On platform would be the actual Echo devices, and off platform would be on the web. It also
All that to
concludes
say they're listening so they can sell you more stuff.
Right. It also concludes that this type of data is in hot demand, leading to 30 times higher ad bids from advertisers. So
Yikes.
so these advertisers are hunting for as much data on you as they possibly can get, and they're willing to pay a pretty penny to get it. So a company that is all about business and all about profits, damn your security, damn your privacy, Amazon is going to figure out ways
To
to
get this money.
monetize your data. So basically what they're saying is if I'm having a conversation in a room where there is an Echo device, the Echo device is not taking all that information and selling it to the highest bidder. What they're doing is, like, if I say, oh, girl, you know, reorder me some toilet paper or something, and I've already
Mhm.
got it set up to where she's connected to my Amazon account. She already knows that I've bought toilet paper before, so she refills that order. They'll take that data and say, oh, okay, so
You like
uh,
this bread.
you like Charmin, you like two ply, you like whatever the case may be. Let us then sell that data to a third party advertiser. They get that data and they say, oh, Terrance likes two ply Charmin ultra strength or whatever. So let me put an ad on YouTube. Let's surface that ad to where I'm watching, a gaming video on YouTube, and boom, now I got a Charmin
Now you
commercial.
got a Charmin ad. Yep.
Right, right. So basically, they're trying to target me with ads using data that I
That you
have
gave it.
talked, yeah, that I've
Yeah.
inadvertently gave to them. So
Yeah.
the advertising game, the data game is serious. We said it time and time again on
Strong
this story, on this show, that they want your data and they're going to do anything to get it
to
because it
get
is
it. Yeah.
valuable. If you are not paying for the service, you are the service, even though you are maybe paying for Amazon Prime, or you've actually purchased an Echo device. They still can figure out more ways to get money out of you. And this is one of the ways that they're doing it. So,
And this is one of
go
the
ahead.
reasons why I was so skeptical about getting into the smart home game is because that was one of my concerns. Now, I did foray over into the smart home, but I did it with HomePod minis. So it's not as bad because I know how Apple, protects their data.
For
So
now,
that's, yeah,
according
for
to what they're
now.
saying, right?
Right. For compared to what Echo and Amazon are doing.
Amazon and Google and some of these
Right.
other ones, right?
But I will say there are some people on TV that I guess sound like me, and my HomePod Mini will pick up. And last night I was doing something, and out of the blue, she just suggested, "Hey, here's a playlist you might want to listen to." I'm
Right,
assuming because I had just been listening to a playlist on Apple Music, she was like, "Hey, let me take the handoff from your phone and put it on this." I went upstairs, get ready to call it a night, and she was just like, "Hey, you want to hear this playlist?" And I was like, "No, I didn't ask for that." So
right.
they are listening. So far, I haven't seen like the ads, specifically for that. But I don't put it past them. But for now, I'm safe in the staying in my little Apple ecosystem for
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. So I was a Echo adopter, and we never ordered anything off of Echo directly. We, went through the Amazon app or whatever. But again, I went in knowing that as much privacy that I thought I had. My data is still getting leaked. But with this story coming out, and the fact that the service that I was using for my smart lights went out of business. So
Hmm.
I can't really call out to Amazon and say, "Hey, turn off my lights anymore."
Mhm.
I'm like, "Well, I really have no point for the the Amazon devices anyway, because that's what we was using them for the most.
For the
Hey, turn off
lights.
this light, turn off that
Mhm.
light, whatever the case may be." So adding those two things up, I may just switch over to HomePod because most of the people, well, not most, all of the people, because I'm the IT guy, everybody in my family is Apple as well. So it may behoove us to move over to HomePod. So we say, instead of saying Alexa, we'll say Siri. And I don't want to
Yeah.
say it too loud because my stuff
Yeah,
is going
because
to
she'll
light
hear
up.
it. Yep.
But,
And it's one of those things. I One thing that I do like about the Mini, I've talked about my issues with before, but the new intercom feature is, and I think they talked about it in one of the previous announcements. It is nifty if you want to talk to someone in a different room that
versus
has a
yelling
Mini in it.
like what we
Yeah,
do.
instead of yelling across the house. Yeah, so that might come in handy for you as well, especially since you have three little ones, and then you and the wife, you're all
Mhm.
kind of all over the house. So
Right,
come
right.
eat, or go take
And
a bath, or do your homework, that type
right.
of stuff.
And to Apple's credit, like you mentioned, they do use your information, but on the strength of they want to provide you a better experience. Whether or not, like you mentioned, you want to use that experience or not, whether you find that handy or not, that's up for debate.
Right.
But Apple's main thing is we do want to, for now, again, I can't put nothing past them, but
Right.
their thing is the all the processing is done on the device, it's encrypted. They don't get access to your data, so they don't share your data. So, that experience that you did have, Apple is trying to say, hey, okay, well, you listened to this earlier, so let me suggest it later on. That's the extent of it, question mark, hopefully. versus
Right.
them versus them actually taking that data and be like, oh, okay, so let me show you this ad when you're on Instagram 2
Right.
days later or something.
Right.